set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on that last drive, Winchell on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Marty.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And it's 2nd down.
Contested night, y'all, man.
Always tease the quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot
Applebee's got
overthrow
them
me.
dollar Bahama mamas,
That's
man.
exactly what happened on that play.
Motherfuckers say
Normally,
so
they timed it up
good.
pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
In motion left goes Moncrief.
Let's not forget Mitchell can move.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the
Let's not
43.
forget that Mitchell can
It's a
move
gain of
around.
about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure.
Bring that ass here,
back to the
boy.
line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Bring that ass here.
Dime set on defense.
My nigga OG. This is my motherfucking nigga, y'all.
They're just
You know what I'm
not
saying?
coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
He gotta
That's
earn
the
this shit,
O-line. They go to
man.
the sideline. They keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't
Gotta
find
earn
him, but I
this
know
shit,
one
man.
thing. The O-line coach will.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
That ain't gonna get it done, oh Jesus. Fucking go.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not,
That ain't gonna get it
it's a
done.
rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you.
I'm finna
And that
win
may
this
have
shit
been
with
what
our
happened
backup.
there.
We was supposed to win it last year, man. Motherfuckers fell asleep.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football.
Detroit! Here we go. Leopard! Go! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56!
They go again with Rawls. And some space here. Finding some room at midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. At the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try to run the Rawls. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down, here's Simeon. And he's got it. One in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. An interception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First and 10, it's Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Yeah, I'm trying to shake them Bahama Mamas, man. Motherfuckers got a nigga stuck. Good tackle, motherfucking Alexander.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there.
And a shot of Patron.
Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone. It's United. Leopard. Let's go. Check. Green 39. Green 39.
You know you're doing something janky, OG. Oh, now you want to flip it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Howard has the first down and then some. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
No, check. Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19.
On 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around.
Good tackle, Barnes.
As he's down to the 2-yard line.
That was a slick one right there.
3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach.
Might be in
He's
for
not afraid
them,
to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now. Over. Gone. Here we go.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Good shit. Good drive.
Back within a field goal, it's 10-7 now. as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go
Throw
and look
that
at the
down our
tape board and see
throats,
what you did on
man.
the
That's a
last
good
drive.
drive,
When
Shot
you
Town.
score points, it's a
You know what I'm
lot
saying?
better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down, Rawls. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
Oh, jeez. Caught stride, man. He didn't caught stride.
2 minutes
Nigga done woke up.
in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
Let's go.
He's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Okay, Trevor, I see you, baby boy.
Yards.
See you, baby boy.
Pistol, it's Rawls. Trucks over it. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on second is Simeon. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now
the hold your motherfucking block there.
So they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Simeon. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter,
We'll
but they
take
get
that.
the field goal
We'll take
near
that.
the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big
We'll
return
take
or a
that
big
right
yardage
there.
to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right.
Thank you.
Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter.
Let's do it.
Just run it a time or
Shit,
two and
let's
get it into
fucking
the locker
do it.
room.
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just
trying
wondering
to
if
pop
the
us
pressure
for
of
half.
today's NFL.
My nigga,
And
come on,
how
man. You
come
know
offense
Midwest
situations
Bowl, man. We lab
force them
partners.
into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Rawls gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's
I'm
second
your
and 4.
lab brother,
And we're
man.
gonna get a
You know what I'm
timeout.
saying? You know you supposed to
With
go
2
and take
seconds
that to
remaining
the
in the second
half,
quarter.
man. You know, we get down over here.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. So we come upon... All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The play clock's running down. Second half starts with a run by Rawls.
Ain't no block out there.
No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, you think about those guys
dollar
covering
Bahama
pass
Mamas at
catchers. In this
Applebee's,
case,
man.
He was a big factor in the run game, no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Simeon. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete. The
what?
Made the ball roam free.
Oh, my God. Mike Evans, are you serious?
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game. In the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he?
Man, that motherfucker Mike Evans is a 99 overall. He supposed to catch that motherfucker.
Get that yardage downfield. Anything trying to
damn.
But you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second
That's
half.
some bullshit.
They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out what's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. Right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain as a matter of fact.
Lightning and the thunder. That hit was the thunder.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 24-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to...
Picked off at the 23.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to get the running game going with Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Simeon now on 2nd down. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff left to Rawls. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the eye. To throw is Simeon. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans from 3 yards out. And the Bucks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Okay, Simeon, I see you, boy. See, Coach, I'm playing like Nick Foles right now. I'm like Nick Foles, Coach. You feel me? They sleep.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And the wideout in motion. On first down, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Shit, bro.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner.
You know, I'm known for giving these up, man.
So you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah. I'm known.
What you needed, go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
I'm for giving these up, my brother.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the handoff,
good
this is
tackle.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle.
Great job, D.
Tough there. Good.
Great fucking job.
He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus.
My
Watch it
nigga.
all the way in. And
Nigga
tuck it
Bay
away.
Boy, man. He one of the best, man. My nigga
This is
be
taken
bomb.
at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Simeon. They set up the screen to Rawls.
Good tackle. Who's that? 95,
Don't
nobody blocking.
So many
Good
screen
tackle.
passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Off of play action, Simeon. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now at Soldier Field. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's go! Detroit! Back now! Look at 56! Look at 56!
Now Simeon. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted?
Come on, Mitchell, throw us one.
Just across midfield.
Throw us one,
Now
Mitch.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He leads this one for Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. Back that up, Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go. Back that up. Leopard. Set. Green. 39. Back that up, Philly. Here we go.
Now a give. Right side, it's Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Bohannon, the fullback, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
A handoff right to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw, Simeon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a third and about 13. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Third and long. It's Simeon. And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. It gets all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On second down, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Good shit.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Shaheen from 10 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Good shit, bro.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go
all
for 2
we
here,
need.
but if you
A
miss
minute.
it, you don't give your
3
defense a chance at all.
timeout.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime.
Let's go.
I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll hand to Rawls, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Damn. My son crying, oh jeez. Hold on,
and
son.
on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Detroit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run with Rawls. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with a power back, Rawls, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down.
Really, son? Come on, baby boy. I'm coming.
Simeon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Now a handoff as they run left side. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20.
Come on, oh geez, don't be like that, man.
At the 23-yard line.
This niggas
Now
want
the
to be like
Buccaneers
that.
offensive unit back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
This nigga don't want to wait.
First down, it's Simeon. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know I'm the old guy.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.